What's up everyone, WCCC here tonight. Last thing I'm doing before I'm going to bed, because I've been slaving my ass off all day, and I got some classes to desperately try and add tomorrow. In any case, I thought I would demonstrate this piece B-Stage put together. It's a monster, and it is technically 3 models in one. And I'm not exactly happy about that, but long-time viewers may notice this rifle, the general rifle. It's, I'll get to this in a sec. I gotta talk to Paul, and I want to talk to my ear. Figure we got Liberty Island, because it's a nice open map to test this baby out with. So in any case, the general rifle is a battle rifle, at base, but it's been mounted with both iron sights and a working scope. For those who are not familiar with the battle rifle, it would be essentially higher fire rate / more capacity than a sniper rifle or other designated marksman rifle, but less fire rate and more punch than like an actual sniper rifle. I'm pretty sure I just verbal diarrheaed one of those two. That's how tired I am. In any case, yeah, it's a nice rifle. It's got a lot of kick, good potential fire rate. Ultimately, if you had to pick one weapon for you to go anywhere at all times, this would probably be the go-to gun. Simply because it has fire rate for close quarters, it has stopping power for long range, has precision, although maybe not the most, especially if you're not well rehearsed with it. But hey, it's a good weapon, truth be told. It's really nice. And currently we do have the mode switching a little sticky, if you notice the animation. Oh god, why did I point that out? In any case, it's a really good rifle, man. A lot of these weapons I have fun theories and ideas in place for. Then they go and get modeled, and I'm like, you know, let's just try it, see what we can do with it. And then after I model it, I love it. It's my new favorite weapon. I've been using the 12 gauge compact for a while now, specifically because I can just sprint around and shotgun rush my enemies with this sadistic delight. Yeah, so I got a hardened explosive and incendiary hollow points loaded. This bot is really going to screw me up no matter what I do, I think. But these hardened explosives might just do the trick. If it doesn't kill me first, oh god, why am I going to head-to-head? It's going to get me killed. I think what we do tomorrow is change up the 7.62 cartridge to a 308 cartridge, because it technically is a 308, which is more of a 7.62 by 51 millimeter versus 7.62 by 37 millimeter, I think it is. And it's one of those metric system things that occur when you get a rifle of this heritage. But it's honestly, it's a very small difference, but technicality. And I think I'm just gonna merge 7.62 and 308 by making them use a different cartridge for the first time in anything's history, I swear. And you would just essentially same cartridge, you just use a different casing to get the longer effect, I guess, and we'll just give the player the benefit of the doubt for the rest of it. You notice this rifle does have a lot of kick with it, especially depending how you fire it. It seems to be a bit variable, but it's a good rifle. I mean, honestly, despite the kick and despite the slow focus speed, because it is a heavy weapon, this thing is acceptable for long-range punishment, especially with its 2-stage zoom for range choice. Of course, if something gets in too close, you want to start a fisticuffs fight. Lay down iron sight fire, or even just fire from the hip if you want. It can fire from the hip, of course, but iron sights are much more beneficial with this gun. I recently even had to buff the iron sights because low-quality models of this gun shot so horribly, it was unbearable. And I want them to definitely have a lot of kick that defocuses your aim. If you notice, my reticle is drifting like mad. But I want the sights to actually be useful at any range, because, well, you know, almost any range. Specifically because, I mean, even if it's a low quality model, what's the point of punishing the player to just give the weapon no accuracy? I mean, if I had fired the lower quality rifles consistently, I would see they had trouble focusing aim, and it would just get to this point where even with your sights, even with your scope, you couldn't hit anything because the scope would wobble too hard, especially from recoil, and the sights would just not have enough effect. So they buffed it, and low quality model still is a pretty awful cone of fire, honestly, but It could be a lot worse. It's acceptable levels, and the worst comes to worst, you can always rebalance it. It's a simple decimal point property thing. Oh, oops, I got some debug messages left in here. 1, 2. Because playing with this weird crap a lot, it was a lot of interesting stuff for getting this transition to go. Because the way this weapon is built is simply absurd. It's the actual rifle at its base, which was animated in a 3-part model that animated all at once across very troublesome and very clumsy sequences, I admit. Even these new ones I'm not completely happy with, but I'm a perfectionist, so what's that even saying? And yeah, I mean, just cruising through here, you can see it's nice. And the second and third models that this is actually a piece of is I animated simultaneously with the rifle, the scope in the up position, the scope in the down position, and a toggle animation for each in between. And it actually switches out the mesh, which is why it has a bit of a stick I already gave away. This secret of is because it's starting at a different rotation and it changes the mesh. And I could attempt to get it to play between the animation frame, but that could prove screwy or even ruin the sync between the overlays that makes it so seamless so you never even know it's there. On top of that, this gun is extremely high public count, might I add, mostly due to the scope. It's simply absurd. Oh wow, that dude's history. It was like 900 polys without the scope, including the muzzle flash and arms, and like 850-ish range, I think it was, with just pickup model. So even breaking the scope up, it was a good time to do that, so we could optimize the polys and kind of space them out. And ultimately, we still are rendering the same amount of polys, but there's a difference between trying to render too many polys with one mesh and not too many with one or multiple meshes. In fact, the M16, or the N16 as it really is, I animated way back at the beginning of the hatch of the tutorial level, ended up having some texture issues because inexperienced me broke the 1200 poly count, or might even just be in the 1100 mark, and the engine was producing texture map errors. It was ugly. So, with that in mind, I've been making good use of overlays, and honestly, overlays lets me animate each of these models once, and really just animate it once, even all as one model, and then export it as 3 groups, which is some work, but Blender has hotkeys for, so it becomes very easy. Linked vertices, boom, get rid of the scopes. Linked vertices invert, get rid of the rifle, whatever. Oh, dude, this is vicious. And if you notice, here I am, firing this prolonged over and over again. It's just losing accuracy. Rifle isn't meant for really long fights. It's meant for either aim well and make it a short fight with sheer stopping power, or long-range combat, and if the target just happens to get really close up in your face, you can handle it at close range. I have to say, this is actually my first test run I've done with combat with this right here, right now. It is very easy to use, surprisingly. It is a really good rifle. I mean, it's obviously not perfect. Close range, an LMG would do more, it would shoot longer, it would lay down more lead per second. But you don't need it. I mean, seriously, it's just wonderful. It's just good enough. And at long range, I mean, obviously the double 50 cal sniper we have that has yet to receive a model. One of the last 3 on the list. Oh, we're getting there. Even that guy, that poor guy was, that guy has enough star power to kill something in one shot, but it's the one shot, you know, reload and still solid amount of sway, so if you miss that one shot, you got a lengthy reload, and if your target gets in your face, you're in deep shit. Things I learned earlier today, I was playing a couple mods, getting a giant sniper fight with like 12 dudes at once on hard mode. Absurd. And I got my ass handed to me. Simply put. So, if I had this quality rifle in the fight, it would have really made the difference, dare I say. And I do apologize if the barrel slash the gun seems a little weird and squishy. Oh, jeez, poor rifle's breaking. Wow. Yeah. Goodness, isn't about to finish the mission. Just noticed I wasn't firing muzzle flash, like, oh, was that a bug? Now the gun's jamming. It's down to 70% condition. It's fed up with me. But yeah, so it's a really nice rifle. I mean, oh crap, not this pump. Damn it, rifle. Close enough. This thing's a real patchwork. I might go get myself a higher quality model in a minute. Firstly, I guess I could check out how much skill I got with this thing, just firing it now. Wow, I got 13 skill with the rifle and 5 with rifle spear altogether. And pretty borderline next level on each. So, seriously, I've built up a lot of skill because this thing has so much higher fire rate than I thought. Previously, we were using a sniper rifle model, which had a different rate and number of frames displaying in sequence at. So, this thing can do about maybe 5-6 rounds a second if you're amazing with it, which I am not because I haven't practiced with it. But on the flip side, it's also fires much faster and it's a little more kick. Compared to the other model though, this thing is much better. It has a shorter recoil stroke and higher rate of fire, which is what we want with the gun. It has enough recoil per second to create that bite and make sure you can't just continuously lay down lead. You need to aim with it. It's a big rifle, it's clumsy, and it may take a while to focus aim, but sit down and you practice or start the fight tactically from a longer range. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, so go do some comparison. This thing had it. Rest in peace. Very fed up with me. Low quality, medium quality, high quality. I think we'll go up to the firing range actually, because I like the firing range. Let's see. Low quality, medium, high, and look map. Okay, let's see. And yeah, I think this makes a good conclusion. Stuff lined out here. I'll probably just keep hardened explosive whatever loaded because I have tons of it. It's lower quality rifles, you can tell. Magazine holds 16 or 17. Standard is 20 or 21, and the extended I believe is 25, 26 if I'm not mistaken. It's pretty consistent about how the materials are. And yeah, I've had played these animations a lot already. Like I said, I'm still not completely happy with them. But at the same time, there's definitely a level where I would find this good enough, I mean in terms of things, but I'm very rarely a man of good enough. Yeesh. I think I've hurt some screen my aim just a little bit here. This thing just gets the tiniest pinch of aim focus. Oh yeah, I had it. There we are. Visibly bad. So you can notice you focus your aim, I'm still missing the pad here and there. It's pretty bad actually for the low quality rifle. And that's interesting because the actual threshold for this rifle is you can almost run and gun with this thing 100% accuracy, or as close as the new system will allow you to get. With you know, just having things set up. So it's with max skill, that is to say, having things set up. And by spacing out moments. That's actually not bad. You know, I made the human size target some pretty good range of this rifle. That's impressive. Hold this, check out the sway a bit, maybe see if we can't save the hostage. Oh boy, that hostage is in deep trouble. Yeah, I got some dirty hands tonight. Ah, throat shot, good enough. So yeah, this is a nice rifle. I'm actually surprised how well this thing is functioning, because this is also my first run I've had everything all finalized. I'm surprised it's easy to use. It's definitely proving effective. Notice this rifle, you can really hit that sweet spot very easily. The recoil drifts out easy because there's a shorter stroke than high quality, as well as a higher recoil mark. Now that is actually almost perfect accuracy right there. It's pretty good. Wow, let's see how far we can push a normal model. Oof, wow, yeah, we can push that thing pretty far. This thing is actually surprisingly accurate if you aim all the way with the sights. Not sure if I like that. I think it's good it does that, because honestly I want it to be an accurate rifle. I don't want it to be the world's hardest rifle to use, but I want the scope to sway enough to make it a bit of a challenge perhaps. Even the scope sway is really low with this, huh? Crazy. Right, let's see, high quality rifle I believe this is. Oh, very much so. Wow, that's really good. You notice that recoil takes more shots to actually lose a sweet spot, as I'm just going to call that, with the potential for that to be perceived as innuendo. But I can also lay down more fire rate. In fact, I should have back-to-back fire rate with these punks. And check out the scope. Wow, that is really low sway. That's crazy. Oh yeah, the scope is actually a higher zoom. Can't believe I didn't notice that. Or remember that. That's good stuff. So if you notice, low quality rifle. That's fast you're gonna fire. It's maybe about 2-3 rounds a second tops. Notice this is much higher, maybe 4 or 5. Like I said, probably about 5, maybe 6 if you're a computer. I don't know. It's really hard to get down the rhythm. Not too hard, honestly. Just hard to perfect it, honestly. Honestly. Done with that. And this rifle right here is almost as fast as you can pull the trigger, I think. Yeah, I noticed right there. I just basically doubled my fire rate and actually slowed down my clicking. Because if you screw up your rhythm, you're just throwing yourself even further down the fire rate chain. It's very interesting. Up. Alright, I'm leveling up just shooting this rifle. This is actually a really nice rifle. I would want one of these high quality rifles any time of day. Things are really nice. So I have to see how the 50 cal stacks up after I get that guy meshed in hell knows when. Because this is going to be some stiff competition. I don't know, maybe I'll have to apply the headshot bonus I've been contemplating for that rifle. Fun stuff. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. I hope this was entertaining and mind-blowing it is for you guys to see this totally non-Deus Ex function rifle. Even more so than my usual. See you guys next time.